Hello friends, how are you doing? Day 931. I am back in the kitchen, and so today I'm making my protein balls I make on a monthly basis or bi-weekly. And so I just thought I'd come on in and just show you how I actually do it step by step. And so I have an amazing videographer today, my new roomie. Okay, Mo, here.
Yeah.
I'll just give her the camera. Okay,
Alright.
so we'll see how her video skills are. Always get that please. Okay, so protein balls. Okay, I kind of prepared everything to keep it simple. So you'll need a couple of mixing bowls. Okay, one for dry ingredients, one for wet. Okay, and for these protein balls, so you need a binding agent, right? Something that's liquidy. So I'm going to be using bananas. Okay, so essentially right here, I've got 5 bananas. Okay, that I've peeled. And these are organic. I definitely encourage you to do organic, so much better. Okay, and so if you do have a masher, right, you definitely want to be using one. Okay, so once you put the bananas in, mashers, very simple. All you do is just mash, 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 baby. Come on now. And if you had a bad day, it's a great way to let out some aggression. All right. So as you can see, it literally took like 30 seconds, right? Very, very quick. Okay. I think I got most of it, right? So all it has to really do, it doesn't have to be like liquidy. It just has to be runny, right? And it is, okay. So let's put off the excess banana. Okay. So what I like to put in, okay, first thing, okay, vanilla extract, okay. So all I do, again, this is the fluid, okay, and then what I actually usually put into it is cinnamon as well, but you know what, I'm just gonna keep that out this time. And then so let's combine the dry ingredients, okay. So I have a mixing bowl for dry ingredients. So first and most important ingredient is rolled oats. Okay, so this is organic. This is actually quick rolled oats. So usually you can buy the smaller ones, but I got this from my friend Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Thank you. She had some extra ones, so she gave to me since I go through it like crazy. But you can usually just get the dandy ones, dandy pack. Okay, so I've done this enough. I used to actually pre-measure. I've done this so many times. I kind of have
it's a lot.
an idea, right? So part of it is seeing how much liquidy stuff I have, and it also depends how. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put a little bit more. I don't like my balls too wet. Did I say that?
Literally.
Oh, it's a good thing it's alive, eh? Okay. Anyway, so this is the rolled oats, okay? So, you can actually put whatever you want in it, okay? For me, some stuff I put into it is actually, I'm going to put this last. So this, I want to put some healthy stuff. This is balanced with probiotics, so it's good for your gut, okay? So, usually this makes about 6 to 8 balls, protein balls. It depends how big you make them. I'm making mine pretty big, so again, if it's dry ingredients, right? Very simple, you just throw it in. Very easy. This recipe is one of the simplest things to do. Right, so I'll put 5 in, okay? So roughly a little less than 1 packet per ball. And really, what I do is I like to have 1 ball a day, at least. That way I get my probiotics in and some of my other good stuff. Okay, so that's 5, okay? The next thing I want to put in is fiber powder, okay? And this is all stuff I got on my online store, so that's why I use it as well. So these are the packets, okay? So these are much bigger. So I'm just going to use 4. Again, since it's dry, it doesn't have to be cooked. It shouldn't be heated. So, again, once I put together, I'm going to be mixing all that stuff. Because the first thing I want to do is be able to mix all the dry ingredients before you mix in the wet. Otherwise, you'll have a ton of fiber powder in one ball. I don't know if you enjoy that day very much. But again, most important thing is you got to figure out the measurements for yourself. I don't typically cook according to exact recipes. I kind of eyeball everything. If you've ever seen me cook, then you know. Okay, so this is 4 packets of the fiber powder. It's very good and healthy for you. Okay, I like to add a little bit of turmeric. It helps with inflammation. And again, I just kind of eyeball it. One time I put too much in, and it made the balls very bitter. So you have to be careful how much you put in. I like to add some ham parts. Again, your choice what you add in. Okay. So put in a decent amount. Okay, and then with that, I like to mix it up. I'm going to use a scoop. Where's the scoop here? Okay. So this scoop is actually for the... So the last ingredient I'm going to add is protein powder. Okay, but before I do that, let's... So you can see this, right? Just get a scoop, just mix it up. Very simple.
Do you put the cinnamon?
I usually put cinnamon, but forgot to grab it out, so it's all good. It's gonna be very flavorful anyways. Chocolate banana. Who doesn't like chocolate banana? Right? All the other stuff, it's just really just for health benefits, right? Like turmeric doesn't add a lot of flavor. Vanilla adds a little bit of flavor. But everything else, like the ham parts, it's just good for me, nutritious, has some health benefits, that's why I'm adding it. Alright, so I do a little, what do you call it, a mixing. And then, the chocolate flavor comes from the protein powder. Okay, so this one is a new one that Nutrilite came out with. Plant protein, it's vegan, it's all organic. Dairy, gluten-free, free from dairy, gluten-free, whatever. Anyways, I opened it up, I smelled it. Oh,
It smells so good.
so good. Very fresh. Okay, so I usually do 3 scoops. 1, 2. Actually, this is a little bit smaller, but you know what? So roughly 3. Okay. Again, depends how chocolatey you want it. But why do I add the chocolate in at the end? That's because I want to be able to see the chocolate mixed in. Because if I do it at the beginning, then I don't know how much it is, like the other stuff is mixed in. So I mix the other stuff first. And then that way I can mix in the chocolate, and then the chocolate actually covers the oats and the other ingredients with a brown color. Excuse me. But this is one of the simplest recipes, but very healthy, very good for you. And sometimes it gets a little messy, and it's okay. Okay, we're almost there, people. See that? Crap.
Why are you stirring from the underneath?
Yeah, well, because you gotta like mix everything as much as possible, right? So, the more thorough you can be, the more evenly mixed, the mix will be, which will in turn create a more even balls, if you will, right? So that you don't have like a ton of hemp hearts in one and then a ton of fiber powered in another. It's like as even as possible. Okay? Anyways, so this should probably be pretty good. Smells pretty good. Yeah, baby. Okay. So I use a fork. You can use a spoon, fork. So I just mixing up the wet a little bit, right? The vanilla and the banana. Sometimes I throw in cinnamon powder as well. That's a beautiful flavor. Oh my gosh! But over time, I figured out, you know what? Adding so many things actually kills a lot of flavors. So I try to decrease. Another option you can put is chia seeds, right here. I'm not gonna put it in this one. I'm gonna do another batch after this, which I will put the chia seeds instead of the hemp hearts. So it changes it up a little bit, okay? But anyways, as you can see, it's pretty, it's liquidy. It's not water, but it's good enough, okay? So next step, you just take the dry ingredients, okay? And then you just throw it in there. What I usually do, I throw in about a half to 3/4 first, as you can see, okay? So, and then I move it down a little bit, mix it in a little bit. Okay. Put more. Because again, like, how wet do you want it? Is there enough? And the thing is, if it's if I don't have enough wet, too many dry, then I can always add some liquid of some sort, whether it be juice, water.
You can add the juice too.
Oh yeah. This is anything liquidy, right?
But no more banana, right?
You can put more banana as well. It's vast as banana, but how am I gonna get the banana mash now? Great question. Right, as you can see, I don't really have a lot of liquid left. So I will stop adding the dry ingredients. Okay. Oh, smells good. And so it's not too dry, and it's not too liquidy, which is nice. I could technically actually add a little bit more to dry, because it is kind of still a little bit wet, right? What does that mean? Let's add in a little bit more dry. Ah, screw it. Put the whole thing in. So again, it depends on what consistency you want it. Do you want it hard? Do you want it soft? You get to choose. Everyone has a different preference. So I had to play around with it a number of times to get it, formula was close to what I like. And another thing is, I usually eat these balls raw. What you can actually do with it as well is you can bake it, make it a cookie.
Oh, it's just a flatten?
Yeah, you just flatten it, make it a cookie. Yeah.
Oh, that is a great idea.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried it?
Nope. But I know you can. I haven't tried it myself because I prefer raw. I'm actually trying to eat more raw stuff. So now, as you can see, it's not as wet, which is actually good. Actually, this is like so
It's
good.
very sticky now.
No, it's less sticky, which is good. But there's still, as you can see, at the bottom, there's still some more of the dry ingredients, right? So that's why you gotta mix it up pretty well, okay? Okay, so we're basically done here. Okay, so next step. Okay, hopefully your hands are clean.
Yeah.
Okay. So next step, you make it into a ball. How big do you want it? It's up to you. I like mine a decent size. Okay. So here's one. What do you think? Do you like the? You guys like the size of my ball? Is it big enough?
Yeah. I think big enough for like a one meal, right?
Well, this is usually I usually have one ball for breakfast.
Okay.
Right, so it depends how big you like your balls. My balls, I like them about that big. So that works for me. I don't know how big you like your balls, but it's up to you. You get to form any way you like. But sometimes maybe you just want them as a snack, right? If you want them as a snack, then you probably make it smaller. Maybe go into a potluck or something, right? If so, then you probably want to, I would think, make them to a quarter of the size. That way people can try them. And if they don't like them, it's just a relatively small amount.
How long does it last?
Usually I would say about a week in the fridge. I keep them in the fridge. If you want to last longer, you throw it in the freezer. That should probably last up to a month or so. Probably more, but obviously you should eat it sooner than later. See, look at that. See the dry?
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't been fully. Let's see here. So at the end, it's where it's kind of okay. Well, I don't have enough. I have too much for a big ball, but then I don't have enough for 2 small balls. So good. So I just make 1 small ball at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, I usually, with the last one, I just scrape up the sides. Make sure you don't waste any, right? If you look in here, right? 'Cause it's still a little bit wet, right? So the ball at the end is probably smaller than all the other ones. But just as nutritious.
Yeah.
Okay.
The turmeric flavor is gone, right? I don't even get the
There's probably not
turmeric.
much turmeric flavor.
Yeah.
But it's in there for its benefits, right? So here's a smaller ball, size ball, right? Again, your choice. This size or this size, it doesn't matter. They're all good. You're still getting yummy, good stuff. And for me, I find it very, very simple. I can just grab and go. So if you're one of those people always on the go, this is very healthy, right? If you don't have something healthy on hand when you're hungry, you're going to grab chips, you're going to buy something that's way overpriced, and then that hurts your health, that hurts your budget. So a little bit planning ahead of time helps you in so many different areas. Anyways, my friends, hopefully that was simple enough for you to follow, and hopefully you try it yourself. And if you do, I'd love to try it sometime, or let me know how it turned out. Okay, friends? Anyways, that's all for tonight. Hope that helps you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.